are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Working with a 2nd and 3. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On first and goal, Drake. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll run with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake. Wilson out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And some room to run now. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Running is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Side complete. That's Edwards. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. On play action, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, that last pass CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league
for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players.
On first down, Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And they'll get this down to the 10. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Carr. That is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Now Carr again. This is caught. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Raiders on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and goal. Carr now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. Play action. It's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he finds Penny. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. That one to Swain, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's complete to Swain. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. This is Carson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go, Mike 50.
To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
The 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Carr. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Penny, a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up
looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. There he goes, right side. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On first down, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. And he's got some space here. The 20.
It's sad they pay me. I do this for
and touchdown, Seattle. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play. And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Carr going to throw. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Throwing now is Carr. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Play action. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Pay. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Second and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Well, he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's Carr to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Second and 11 now. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, now Carr. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he's got it. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Carr now to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 72 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Penny. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Again, it's Penny. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Wilson wants to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Seattle. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.